The Boyd Professorship is the most distinguished and highest professorial rank awarded by LSU. This year's cohort is historic because it is the largest group ever named at one time, a clear sign of LSU's rising academic strength and the exceptional caliber of faculty across our academic enterprise.
The Boyd Professorships are intentionally given to those who have reached the top of their research field. So that's the primary criteria, is research excellence and international standing. We are very attentive to the ways in which scholarship coming out of LSU reaches the rest of the world, and the acclaim that it gets from people who are far outside of our normal networks. But Alex's work is very clearly in the category of those research endeavors that reaches across many different countries, and which is respected by scholars in many, many countries across the world, not just in the United States.
So in order to put this nomination letter together, I did a bit of a deep dive into Alex's teaching, going back, 10 years or more. I was not surprised because students love him. They talk about how fun he is. They talk about how he makes coming to class a pleasure. One student said, "Dr. Mikaberidze, never change." I mean, these are powerful testimonials that speak not just to the depth and level of his important scholarship, but how he wears that learning very lightly. His freshman students have no idea they're being taught Western Civ by one of the world's great Napoleon scholars, because he doesn't wear it on his sleeve. So to have a scholar with a global reputation like Dr. Mikaberidze is absolutely fantastic. And to have him recognized by the LSU system and the Board of Supervisors is really a big deal for us.
It's a tremendous honor for not just our department, but for the entire campus to have a Boyd professor here at LSUS. His productivity and what he's able to accomplish is just incredible. Exceptionally admirable what he does as a scholar, but then his level, what I discovered in being here this year, is his level of community engagement, and not just the bare minimum community, but really, really deeply involved in our community here in Shreveport and the surrounding area.
And so I asked at the Highland Center, the executive director, Madison Poche, I said, "Do you happen to know anyone who speaks Georgian?" She was like, "Yes, I do." And so that's how we got Alex, and of course he speaks Russian as well. And particularly, I think, the last 2 years that we were receiving people, we were seeing a whole lot of people come from like the former Soviet countries. Alex really helped people feel at home and helped them understand what was happening to them. And Alex was able to navigate that and provide support to people that are going through something that's really, really awful.
I've seen students or other people who are meeting him for the first time who, this is Alexander Mikaberidze, my goodness, and within moments they're very comfortable. He makes everybody feel welcome, and he's accessible. We talk about his accessibility in writing, but he's also accessible as a person. You can very easily imagine someone who has a problem and wants advice, going to someone like Alex. There was a level of enthusiasm, desire for inquiry that you could see even in those early days. You could see that if he were given the opportunity to do something like this, that he would do really, really well. He took it and ran with it, and has been absolutely stunning in the contributions that he has made to Napoleonic history. You can talk about his books. He's got his biggest, most famous is one of the 2 books that you could also use as a doorstop, which is the Napoleonic Wars, which is award-winning and is just an absolute. It will be it would be the new version of Chandler's famous book on the Wars of Napoleon. People will talk about him in the future in the same line of David Chandler, Don Horvath, Colonel John Elting, and John Tillard, perhaps, and others. There's no doubt in my mind. He's also an unbelievable family man. You know, every time I turn around, he's taking his kids on a mountain trip somewhere, you know, in the U.S. or elsewhere, or he's going for a long weekend with a scouting troop, you know, off to again, back in the mountains or wherever. I mean, and these are, you know, whole weekend things where there may not be internet. He can't be writing while he's playing Scoutmaster, you know.
In scouting, we really operate on a core principle of 12 points of the Scout Law. And I think a lot of those principles fold into his professional career and personal career as well. But those 12 points are, Scout is trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent. And I think Alex embodies all of those without fail, without trying to be those character traits and qualities. It's him, and you know, he quietly leads that in scouting with the kids, and also, you know, when he comes here and teaches the other students.
One of the greatest unique qualities he has is that he is both the scholar and the accessible teacher. So it's not uncommon to find people who are great expertise in their field, but cannot really convey that in a way that is accessible to a broad number of students. It's another thing in Tyler to find someone who is both the scholar on that level, who is also the teacher and approachable. So he brings a great combination of both of those things to what he does with a signature flair to it too.
I was a PhD student, and he was extremely supportive. He wrote for me a supportive letter. He read my PhD thesis and told the jury that the thesis was good, very good. And then we had lots of scholarly collaborations. I was reading him, he was reading me. You know, we are proud of him. We are very proud of him because he is the most cited Georgian historian in history. You know, he's a pride not only for Georgia but for Louisiana as well. And you know, he creates a bridge. He supports scholarship globally, but I'm specifically proud of him supporting scholarship and young historians in Georgia. Finds time additionally to teach 2 courses in Georgia online every year, and he's favorite of the students, absolute favorite of students. I'm sometimes envious of him, you know, that he's number one, you know.